Hello, people. Today I have with us the Beguir-Pente, this word, Beguir-Pente, and this one is from the Witch from Mercury's. It's a high grade, one of the 1/144 scale kits from that series. There is a write-up on it. One of Grassley Defense Systems' mobile suit development lines, the CE line, has continued to improve on the third generation unit Beguir-Beu. Boo, whatever. Improving the design in relation to industry standards of the day. The result of these efforts was the brand new Beguir-Pente, a direct descendant of Grade K technology. Its high performance makes it a worthy flagship unit. It is also designated operational testing unit. Grassley House at the Anacostia School of Technology has 5 of them. The unit, working in conjunction with CF Line's new Michaelis, took part in an anti-gun arm operations. Now, I have to say, I think the Michaelis is one of the coolest looking mobile suits in the line. I really like this one, though. It has a very similar look to it, very similar feel. Of course, they are related units, so they do have that look of product evolution, you know. So if you're gonna make a car and you call it a Honda Civic, the next one has to have some resemblance to that same Honda Civic you just built. In either case, I happen to think this one looks really cool. So we're gonna talk about this one, and we're gonna start with our articulation here. So give me 1 second, I'll take the weapons off. All right, and starting with the head, of course, we have that ball joint to ball joint articulation that is very normal with these high-grade mobile suits. Lots of twisting and turning is capable of giving you quite a few expressions here. And this one has a very funky face, so, you know, you have quite the intimidating alien look. Moving from that, we'll go straight to the shoulders. We have a ball joint in the shoulder as well as a ball joint inside the chest that allows you to come out a bit further. It can go up and down as well, but not very much. The ball joint inside the joint there can move like so, all the way down here, all the way up here. There's a lot of motion. And then forward all the way to here and backward all the way to here. This guy here, the shoulder armor, can move up and down on that mount, so you can lift it up, down, whichever way you need. And then, of course, you can move the arm on that same pivot. You can also rotate the arm on that, and you get one elbow joint. Quite a bit out of that one elbow joint. It's nice. And then we have the standard ball and socket on the wrist. To the back, we have this pivotable little mounted unit for that thruster there. And then these guys can turn up and down. I believe they're on a ball joint. No, they're just on a peg. So you can turn them up or down. And then they also have an activated and not activated mode. And then in addition to that, you have a little bit of movable armor here. I suppose that's to deflect some thrust, so as to make sure that you don't burn up your own armor. Inside here, there's a ball joint to the front of the unit, which allows you to move it forward, back, and left and right. And there is no pivot on the hips because that is one piece there, but you do get a small amount of articulation on that waist piece. The legs don't have a drop down, but they have a big solid peg that plugs right in, moves all the way up, all the way up, all the way back, blocked by that butt flap, but can go pretty much unlimitedly to the front if you move things out of the way the right way. You can also rotate it this way, and of course out this way. Single jointed knee. Not too shabby for what it is. And then you do get a piece of armor articulation here on that knee armor. The feet are more complex. You have a ball joint going up to the top, so you get that articulation. A rocker on the bottom, so you can go left and right here, which, you know, that actually lets you get quite a bit of motion out of that. Forward and back, not so much, but, you know, that's still a ball joint. And then, of course, you have the claw feet, which can, of course, detach and chase after whatever vessel you need to capture. But our Beguir-Pente is not done. The weapons are also articulated in, we have the shield that activates and deactivates. It's actually a little bit more complicated than you might think. This slides out of this, which slides out of the main. So you get 1 here and 2 here. Same with each one of these. You get a rotation here in the back side. And then this one can articulate on this boom and on this one. There's also a sticker inside here that's just gray, so it can be deactivated if you wanted to display it like that for some reason. And then on the gun, you can also move that. That is the articulation on the Beguir-Pente. All right, and so this guy, he has quite a bit going for him in terms of what you see here. That shield is a rather large piece. These cool little connector guys back here, really awesome. It also includes a little stand. These are the cheapy stands that usually come with effects parts, but it's still not too bad for a freebie to be thrown into your kit, especially at the cost, which I'll let you know at the end. It also comes with 2 beam sabers, which is pretty standard for mobile suits, like even high grades like this. It comes with some wire, and I will show you what that's for later. And also the connectors for that wire, which again, I'll show you later. But as far as what that comes with, that's about it. No big extras, but still that's enough, I think, to get you going and have a fun time displaying this guy. It's quite a nice piece, I think. He has a very unique look, and I happen to really like him. Even though he is basically the same unit as the Beguir-Beu and the Michaelis, it's enough of a difference with the color scheme and the extras, like the head, the shield, and things like that, to make it a unique piece. So now I'm going to go ahead and pull out some of my other kits, and I will show you what this looks like compared to them. All right, here is my Grandpa Gundam here. This one is the GBN base Gundam from Build Divers. And of course, he's about the same height as this one. A normal Grandpa would be about a head shorter than this one, but still, that gives you an idea what another high grade would look like next to the Witch from Mercury kit. Here he is now, standing next to the Alto from 30-Minute Missions. This is a Commando Alto. This one is quite a bit shorter than the Witch from Mercury kit, but it's close enough to be within the same universe, I'd say. They also have very contrasting armor type differences, where this one's very rugged and utilitarian. This one's a lot smoother and very flowing. I think this one's very pretty compared to this one, which is clunky, but it's not always a bad thing. I like this one a lot. Another difference in aesthetics and height. This one's the Frame Arms Jinrai. He is in 1/100 scale, so slightly different than the 2 prior, which are both in 1/144, and of course I knocked him down. But you can see that in terms of height, it's not that much different, because these guys from Witch from Mercury are pretty tall. So even in 1/100 scale, this would be, I mean, if it was in 1/144, he'd probably only be up to his leg, and that's pretty short. Here's the Frame Arms Girl Architect, and she is in roughly 1/12 scale. The color tone on the purple looks very good next to each other. I think that would be a nice subtle color to add to this one to make it look a little bit cooler, and I think that one would be a nice one to add to that to add some highlights. Very, very cool. But as you see here, she is quite a bit taller than he is, and in different scales, of course. She'd be much, much smaller, but the model kits, that's how they look. All right, and another model kit, and this one is from Kotobukiya's Hexagear line. This is the Hexagear Governor. This one is in 1/24 scale. It also has the knight motif that this one has, and I really like the way that is presented here in the smaller form, but in terms of size, you see is much smaller. And here, of course, we have our 1/100 scale Alex Gundam. Alex Gundam is quite a bit taller than this one here. This is the difference between a 1/100 scale and 1/144 in the same vein of model kit sizes. However, these ones aren't from the same universe. Still, it is neat to show how big a 1/100 master grade is compared to a high grade. All right, and in this case, the extension on the cable is actually for the shield. So the shield comes out, it is able to follow where it needs to go. I'm not sure exactly what the function of that would be, but still, you know, you launch it from your little disc here, and it can guard you from a closer distance than where you're hiding at to, I guess, snipe and maybe defend someone else if you need to do that. Again, I don't know how that would work, but space magic, it's okay. Either way, it's really cool. The stand that they give you is a little bit bigger than this one. This one is meant for Hexagear, but I knew it would fit, so I went ahead and put it together. This one, not bad at all. Any case, our mobile suit here, Beguir-Pente, this one is a $20 mobile suit kit. And at that price, it's quite friendly to the wallet and very, very, very attractive. So I don't see any problems with getting this one. I have no problems recommending this one to anyone. It's pretty, it's unique in terms of even overall styling. If you don't collect Witch from Mercury kits, it's still one that I think would be nice on your shelf. But I do say that about a lot of these Witch from Mercury's kits. I just keep falling in love with them. Each time I get one, I want another one. And each time I get another one, I think it's the best one. So they've been outdoing themselves as the time progresses, and you will see what I mean with that when I go on and continue my reviews. There's a lot more to come on the Witch from Mercury front. I have the Michaelis coming soon in my backlog of things to review, so we'll definitely get to that soon. Otherwise, though, I think that's it for this video. I will see you guys next time, or you'll see me, but more than likely, you'll see my stuff. Bye-bye.